So I'm still learning the art of creating video content for YouTube, and as per usual, I forgot to say something in the video you're about to watch. So in the video, I described my older brother Amal as my media slash visual effects slash art consultant, and I just wanted to say that the logo that you saw at the beginning of this video that we put in there for branding purposes, and the slide you just saw with all of my information on it, which is animated. He created that, and he created all the art for my blog, and he creates pretty much all of my art and visual media. So, and his contact information is on the bottom of the slide that you just saw. So, now that that's out of the way, it should have been in the video, but enjoy our feature presentation. Welcome back to Big Discussions. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and it feels good to be back here in front of the camera. It seems like I've been on hiatus for a while, and I haven't uploaded anything for a while. And actually, I did go on a bit of a short hiatus. I was on vacation for about a week and a half out west in Vegas and in Arizona. And then after my Michigan football preview, there was a short break, and that was by design, as I will discuss shortly. And as you can see, the name of this video is Updates to the Channel, Feedback, and More Lessons Learned. So first of all, please like the video, please share it, and most of all, please subscribe to my channel. All of those things are free. They don't cost you anything, just a click of the mouse, and those help me out quite a bit. So up to this point, I've got about 88 subscribers, and in previous videos I've articulated that my goal is to get to 100 or more by January 2020, and I'm currently sitting at 88, and so I think I'm on pace to exceed that mark. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And for those of you who have, thank you, and I really appreciate you subscribing. So, oh boy, so let's see. So I went to brunch today. That's why I've got on the cream jacket here, and the looking a little more casual than I normally do. It's the start of the NFL season, so I want to get this video done, and so I can sit back and watch some football. But I wanted to talk about some updates to the channel. So as you can see, right now I have a introductory slide for branding purposes, and we decided to add another slide with all of my credentials and information and social media contact info, and the blog URL, and also a new email address that I created just for my YouTube channel. So I created an email, which you can see there on the slide. It's called bigdiscuss76@bigwordsarepowerful.com. I know that's a mouthful, but I wanted to create something unique. And so if you have any questions or you want to say anything to me privately and not in the comment section below, you can send me an email there at bigdiscuss76@bigwordsarepowerful.com. And you can also follow me on social media. So we and I'll talk about who we is shortly. But the question came up as to whether or not I can make my videos more efficient, and whether or not I can make them move more quickly, and whether or not I can make them move faster. And so a suggestion was made that, why don't we create a slide showing all this information so you don't have to say it all the time. And that's something I think that I wouldn't say I struggled with it, but it's something that I kind of meandered through in my first the videos I've made thus far in 2019. So the question was, how can we make that more efficient? How can we make the videos go faster, or getting to the point of the videos faster? So before I talk about who we is, I'm going to discuss something I read in one of Robert Kiyosaki's books. I think it was Conspiracy of the Rich, and this is from the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, and one of the things Robert said was that we should all be willing to take feedback. And so things grow, things evolve, and in anything that grows and evolves, you don't know everything, and nobody knows everything. And so at critical junctures, it's important to be able to take feedback and knowledge and expertise from individuals who might know more about a specific area than you do. And so I'm going to talk about my brother a little bit, who is very knowledgeable and well trained in the visual arts, and also in media and production and art and those kinds of things, and visual effects and those kinds of things. And so he watches most of my videos, and he's usually one of the first individuals to give me feedback about something I might have said, or something I might have misspoke on, or ways to improve my content. And so sometimes I'll upload something at night, and then by the time I get to work, he's already giving me feedback on my videos. So, and I also consider him to be I'll call him my media and visual effects consultant. So he's always giving me feedback, and I gladly take it. And in this particular instance, he suggested that the front of my videos could be more efficient if we put the information on a slide so that I didn't have to say it. And I thought about it initially. I said, to myself, what's wrong with the way I've been doing it? That's worked well thus far. But then I also had to take a step back and say, maybe that will be a better way to do this. And, I've been, up to this point, I've been doing these, it's kind of all come together organically based upon what I know. But again, you have to be willing to take feedback from individuals who are more experienced and knowledgeable in certain areas than you are. So that's how we came to that update to the channel, and I hope you all enjoy it going forward. So, and that reminded me of and this is an issue with a lot of YouTube content creators. I'm thinking right now of Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I watch Dr. Boyce Watkins pretty regularly. As you know, I'm interested in money, and he talks about money and investing, and also various issues of the day concerning the black community. And Dr. Watkins, while I'm a fan of him, and while he is controversial, let me point that out, he does tend to be long-winded. And I think many of his viewers get a little bit impatient because he doesn't go right into his topic area or whatever the video is about. He often takes the first 20 minutes to talk about whatever else it is he wants to talk about, and then he goes in on the actual subject of the video later. And so recently he made a video and he called out the 45-second people. And so basically he says, well, I'm going to tell you guys what this video is about right away, because I know there are 45-second people in here who will only watch for the first 45 seconds. And so I'm going to say what this video is about so they can get out of here and we can get back to, the entirety of what I had to say. So the take-home message there is that there are different viewers, and there are different kinds of viewers, and there are viewers that will stay with you for however long your video is because it's you or because they want to hear what you're talking about. But there are also viewers who you have to hook within the first 45 seconds or however long that particular person has before they move on to something else. So if you don't hook them right away and give them some of what they want right away, those individuals will leave for something else. And so creating the title slide and the credit slide, that was in part to appease those people and also, again, to make the videos more efficient. I want to congratulate Dr. Watkins and his fiance. They just got engaged. So congratulations, Dr. Watkins, to you and Alicia. I hope that works out for you. I'm also thinking about no longer time-stamping my videos. So I'm thinking about not saying it's August 23rd, 2019, blah, 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 blah. The reason being, once again, to cut down on time, and also there's a field on YouTube where you can add the date that the video was recorded, and just, so if someone is curious about that, they could just see when the video was recorded. So I'm thinking about not saying it anymore. I'm also thinking about being more vigilant about announcing what my principles are. Over on my blog, I have a page called My Blog's Principles, and my mentor really advised me to create that page so that people would know what my writings are anchored in. And I think going forward for my video content, that's going to be crucial because, as I said in my Bruce Williams video, or where I talk about how the Bruce Williams show was an inspiration for me, my channel, often goes in multiple areas and in multiple topics, even though my main areas are education, science, money, and those kinds of topics. So I'm going to be more vigilant about talking about my principles, and I'm going to leave my blog's principles and my channel's principles in the description box below, along with my tribute to Bruce Williams video, and I'll probably do a video about my blog principles. My channel principles and my blog principles shortly after this one. And again, I got this idea from something Mr. Lemba was talking about yesterday, who's another content creator who I enjoy watching. So once again, if you're still here with me, please get the likes up, click the like button. That will help my channel, and it will make my channel more visible in YouTube's algorithm. So lessons learned up to this point. So in terms of length, I took a writing class a couple years ago, and in the class the teacher said that as writers we all have a natural length, and sometimes I think that's true also for video content, and we can tweak that. And in the future I'm going to try to be a little more crisp. Some topics I think are naturally going to just go on their own, but I'm going to try to make an effort to be a little more crisp, and the updates we've made I think are going to help that. But I've noticed that some of the other content creators I watch, such as O'Shea Duke Jackson, Ron Wills, and LAR Movement, I noticed that their videos are usually about 10 minutes. O'Shea's videos, his individual videos, are about 10 minutes. When he does the Brother Pill or he has panels, those obviously go a lot longer. But his individual videos, they go short. Content creators like the Roaming Millennial, or also known as, or should I say, Lauren Chen, known as the Roaming Millennial. I think she goes about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit over. Aaron Clary, in his consultations. He goes about 10 to 20 minutes, maybe sometimes longer. And then individuals like Alan Roger Curry, should I say, the great Alan Roger Curry, he can go as long as 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and some content creators go longer. So lessons learned up to this point. So what topics worked well, what areas worked well, how did the audience receive those areas. Again, I'm going to redirect viewers to my tribute to Bruce Williams video. He was a major inspiration on me, and on his radio show, he went in a number of different areas depending upon what was happening that day, even though he was savvy on money and creating businesses and politics and those things. So that's an inspiration for me. Well, what I've learned is Donald Trump is good for viewership. That video did the best out of all my videos. I'm still a small channel, but that one got just over 400 views, and it got the most number of likes of any of the videos that I've created. Let's see, Aisha Curry, Steph Curry's wife, that video was pretty popular, even though it was controversial. I've learned that I need to be careful about sounding off on things that I'm not 100% in the knowledge of. I'm thinking about Nipsey Hussle's death. Up to that point, I had not really listened to his music, and I didn't know that much about him. So I made that video kind of piggybacking off of other content creators. I've learned up to this point that the viewers will give you feedback. My brother wasn't the only one who's given me feedback up to this point. One friend, I'll shout her out, I'll just call her Kristen. She will know who she is if she watches this. She told me basically what Dr. Boyce Watkins viewers tell him, which is sometimes you shouldn't talk so much in the beginning, just get straight to the point. And I've gotten other comments from viewers. I'm going to shout out Mr. Samers here. After the Aisha Curry thing, he recommended you should basically stay in your lane, talk about education, money and science. And then other viewers after that said, you know what, talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's your channel. So viewers will give you feedback. But ultimately, no matter what feedback they give you, as the content creator, it's important to try to stay as close to your vision as possible. I recently heard from O'Shea Du Jackson that you have to get to 1,000 subscribers to start to monetize your channel. And that's a place I ultimately want to get to. I'm still a young content creator, so that's still kind of far away, but the goal right now is to get to 100. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I've also learned, and this is kind of unrelated, but it applies as well, that not everyone is in the know about the vast amounts of content here on YouTube. And sometimes I always share my content over on my Facebook pages, but I shared something from Coach Greg Adams over on my page last week, and it basically turned into a bit of a shit show because some of my Facebook friends didn't like the content in the video, and it got a little testy. So this is a space that not everybody is in the know about, and some of the topics that are discussed over here on YouTube and some of the points of view that are discussed here are alarming to people who have never heard them before. So I'm going to conclude this video here. I just want to talk about some of the updates to the channel and some of the lessons learned. So my videos are going to have a new look going forward. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed once again. And for those of you who haven't, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please share my content, especially if I say something that resonates with you. And if there's something that you think can help someone else, please share it. And I'm going to conclude here. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment box below. And always remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.